And that's it. That's what containing shots do. Invites Lots back to the table with a very, very good cue position. I think it's game over. It's 1-0. Because I think every single ball goes, really. What he needs to do is to just make a very slight bounce on the long rail and take the red ball to the corner pocket. Oh my goodness, he's going for a much more difficult shot. Makes it. It's gone a bit far away than desired. But if he is able to nudge the red ball into the center pocket and maintain position, nicely done. That's very, very nicely done. He's lucky, by the way. I don't think, while there's some skill there, this cloth is a speed cloth. He could have very, very easily overrun it. Oh my goodness. Didn't put in the enough pace on that ball. He has inspired a lot of Kenyan fans here, Brian. They are now singing his name in the venue. He will try to actually attack the same pocket. I don't think Kasozi will take anything to chance here. I think he's going to attack this frame. Has a very short distance to the object ball. That he can and should resolve now because the red ball blocks the bottom right corner pocket. So if that ball goes in, I think it's over. He can use that ball to attain position for the yellow up top on the short trail. It's not exactly what he would have wished for. He doubts that shot. He's doubting it. He's really doubting it, by the way. I think he wants to basically go for a safety. He's going for a safety. No shame. I think it's the right thing to do. Lot needs to come off the cushion. Come off the cushion. I think he sees the ball, but a swerve is very, very risky. But if he comes off the cushion early, just immediately at halfway, the long rail down below, it's exactly what he's going for. If he comes correct, that particular spot, if he gets it right, still makes the shot. Unfortunately, if he doesn't, he's giving away the frame. Very nice position, very, very intelligent play. He wasn't going for the frame, actually. Rather, played a very, very decent containing shot. And now Kasozi has no option than to attack the frame. It's been invited into this now. Let's see. That's why they call him the sharpshooter. Never misses from those kinds of distances. Some funny joke from just near to the studio. Some fans calling him Kaveve Kasozi. Kaveve Kasozi. What's that about? He takes 1-0. 1-0. Joseph Kasozi, Uganda's #1 player. Fresh from China, the joy. Able Masters in China. Didn't do very well, but he was the official representative of the Ugandan flag by virtue of being Uganda's seed 1 I mean, the Ugandan Pool Association has a very elaborate ranking system that is able to assess the progress of players through and through continuously and delivers the most deserving player at any one time. So that's it's quite something. Let me try to catch up with the comments in the comment section in a few, while sending a big shout out to pool venues across Kenya, and especially one of the venues that celebrated yesterday so much upon Lot's famous win against Caesar was Kibwale Pool Arena in Kitale, where actually Lotto honed his skills. They shouted themselves hoarse. I was watching videos deep in the night, just wondering just how much of love, Kenyans love this game, especially spectating, but now even more taking a very, very commanding presence in terms of competition. Remember that Kenneth Odong has been beaten by Kenneth Lusaka from Kasarani Pool Club, where actually Lotto applies his threat these days. He plays for Kasarani Pool Club as well. He's had quite some movements from club to club, lots. He's played for the Rakatak Pool Club, where actually he grew his game for quite a bit that time. And one of the other very interesting players that has grown alongside Lotto is Van Kiprotich. They were teammates from Kitale playing for the Tawi Pool Club before they went out to explore other opportunities. And I think they have had quite a tremendous journey, really, to say the least. Very big shout out to the Q-Bash Pool Arena, Entumo Pool Arena, the Mchana Pool Club, the Kasarani Pool Club, and all the fans watching from that area. 037 Pool Club in Kakamega, the Rakatak Pool Club, Chili's Pool Club, the Space Next Door Pool Club. All these places that have provided a platform for all these players to really hone their skills in recent days. I think something very, very commendable. Lot might want to go for the red to the center and get a very good position to actually fly that red ball through the red and black. It's the right thing to do. And also leave himself some position to transition back down table. Okay, very, very intelligent. That's very intelligent, I think. If he opens up the two red balls by potting the nearest one, should be on the bounce. Should be on the bounce to actually recover. Let me try to see the action in the comment section. Lines up very well. Lines up straight. He has to play an off ball. He will take his chances. Wants to try and see if the cue ball can come back up top. But then I think not quite. I think he will take his chances now with an off ball off the black. Does very well to not push the black too far. And now he needs a deep screw, because with the deep screw is going to come off three cushions. The long rail where he's standing, the short rail nearest to your screen, and the long rail in the opposite direction to get round back the black ball. Deep screw. Oh. Cue action. Perfect. The ball doesn't go. He was to pull that one back, and now Kasozi might go to 2-0. Goes for a maximum snooker. It's not too hard to come out of it. For a player of lots of capabilities, that should even be a shot. Very nicely done. Plays very well there. Francis Mukwekwe in studio with a tete-a-tete with Peter Chiobe. Lot might need another big shot. I don't think the ball is frozen, but then he should was being affected by some of the table gimmicks. Does well to leave a very tough position on the table. It requires a very, very tough balance of power, otherwise the ball was going in all day long. Remember the Gong Pool Club, Uptown Club. I see Maribeth Tilal sitting in the arena, by the way, represented the N-Town very, very nicely in this tournament. Kasozi has to speak to the fans and make sure that they are contained. The referee has given very express instruction in terms of the penalty that is likely to... Oh my goodness, that's a very beautiful shot. Delivers a very effective snooker, as well as blocking the consequential pocket for the black. Almost did it very nicely there. To all of you 634 watching live on YouTube, Break and Finish Live. Big shout out to all of you on Facebook as well. Quite a lot of support from YouTube towards Kasozi. Wemesa Fred, Samuel Zion, Lexton, Selizi, Mayan Yusuf. Thank you so much for your company, Bello Mohammed, Arjuna Vincente, Arnold Keep, Samuel Zion. We totally appreciate your company on the stream. Frank Kudro, Eric Performer. See you on the stream. Thank you so much. Big shout out to the Komeko Sharks Pool Club in Kisumu, the Wayside Pool Club in Kisumu. One of my very, very good friends, Abadundi from the Q-Bash Pool Club, plays a very critical role of the top supporter. He's the chairman of the cheering squad of the club. But if you see him on the table with a stance, you would imagine he's the captain. Abadundi. Funny guy. Great guy. Kasozi leading 2-0. Putting a little bit more pressure on Brian Lot Kiptalam. Now remember that Kasozi has his assignment cut out because Ibra Kayanja, aka the Real Machine, is out of this tournament. Courtesy of a Kenyan, Machia. Kenneth Odong is out of this tournament, courtesy of Kennedy Lusaka from the Kasarani Pool Club. Caesar Chandiga is out of this tournament, courtesy of Brian Lott Kiptalam, the man on table. Mansoor Wanika is out of this tournament. Rashida Mutesi is out of this tournament. Dog City out of this tournament, courtesy of Henry Mwangi of Kenya. Black Sheep out of this tournament. This puts a lot of weight on the remaining Ugandan players to deliver the goods. In the absence of the top boys, remember, and by the way, Simon Bulwa, okay, the computer is out of this tournament, courtesy of Moses Omara. He died on a Ugandan sword, snookers himself. The other Ugandans still on the tournament. We have this young exciting boy, Herbert Mukisa, 13-year-old shooter, best in Kampala. Delivered one of the most watched YouTube streams yesterday at 1,100. That young boy. Oh boy, I know you love him. Ian Kazibwe, the man with a dreadful left hand and a killer stroke. Oh goodness me, Kasozi. How about that? We have Rukia Naiga still in the tournament. She actually was very, very lucky. Went on a decider, by the way, against one of Kenyan streamers, Jessie Maura. She started off with a 2-0 advantage. It's a very good chance for Brian there to clear this game. I think he needs to go for a snooker, bouncing the cue ball off the yellow on the long rail. Decides to go straight on for the yellow on the short rail. He needs to just bump it in there, just like that. He sees the ball but cannot do anything with it. But remember, he can actually use an off ball. The reaction of the red ball of that yellow, if hit at the proper angle, should actually go to the corner pocket. And Kasozi knows that. I think he sees that ball. Based on how he wants to play, he sees a very good part of it. Actually, he was going for the shot. He was going for the shot. Overheated. He will try to snooker again. Brian Lott is complaining about some noise from fans. Actually interesting this time, Kenyan fans. Samuel Zion, you say Yatide. Snookers himself, he had played very, very well, Kasozi, very well. Seems to know what to do. Faruk Mutumba is the other Ugandan player playing it later. Went for a swerve. Probably should try and go for another snooker. Thank you very much if you're joining this stream from either Break and Finish Live or the ATS streaming platform. This is the sound of Evans Okasha bringing the live action between Brian Lord Kiptalam, arguably one of the top shooters in Kenya, up against Kasozi, Uganda's #1 ranked player.
On table number 11, Said Duncan.
Took his chances.
Stanley Kadie, Said Duncan proceed to table number 11.
Has to go with the easy one, what works. It drops that ball. Lands a very good position. He needs some angle on it. Comes up straight, not the best he wanted. He needs to go for a dip screw, bounce off the long rail, and then go right behind it, just like that. And now here comes the money ball. Literally needs a dip screw, going for a bottom left. He had it done very nicely. Still seemingly not working for him at the time. Now remember, guys, a very big update from table number 9. Solomon, a Kenyan, has drawn up level 6-6 with Morphia Moses. To get very, very close to knocking out one of the finest players to ever touch a cue on the African soil, actually, Moses. A man that needs no introduction. Jack Ayombe. See your comment. Thank you so much for joining the stream today. Jim Sydney Getui. Thank you so much, guys, for joining the stream today. Tirato. See you on the street. Thank you so much for joining. Legend OV Bago MX Batman Jimhundi Sebugwawo Mugishanathan Samuel Akera Dr. Spencer. And now Lotto has a very, very good chance here, but not the easiest of chances. But I think he just needs to roll that ball. Just give it a very, very easy roll. And then under in support of Kasozi. Goes for tough bottom right cue. Very lucky. Very, very lucky. I think he's about to shot 13. What? Hey. Let me handle it. Again. Focus on the game. Focus on the game. Just let me do it. Let me do it. I know it's tough. It was a nice break there by Brian. But Kasozi is back on table. On the Reds. Very decent play there by Kasozi.
On table number 4. On table number 4.
It's going to come to the bottom left corner pocket.
Jedida Temei. Patricia Keruche.
Goes for a containing shot.
Patricia Keruche. Jedida Temei. Patricia Keruche.
Goes for another containing shot there.
Short Mafia. What happened?
The game has actually become very, very tactical. Charles Oriem. Kenneth Odong has been knocked out by
Come on, Mofire.
Kenneth Odong. The game between Solomon, the top shooter from Gongpur Club, versus Mafia, stands at 7-6.
Short Mafia.
Oh, sorry, Kasarani, I'm guided. Game stands at 7-6. Remember that it's a rest to 9. With the Mafia at... oh, actually, by the way, guys, that game is over. It is actually tied at 6-6, and they are on penalties right now. Mafia is on penalties with Solomon. Mafia has spotted the first penalty. Solomon has missed his first penalty.
Come on, Mafia.
And we are joined in studio by none other than Poj himself. Mighty Poj. How are you, my guy?
So far, so good. This is an interesting one. Our main hope in Lotto is trailing 3. But remember, it's a race to 9. It's never over until it's over.
Indeed, as you say, Poj, what are the kind of expectations that you have on Brian Kiptalam after yesterday's exploits?
Trust me, this is a dangerous player in Lotto, and I believe in him. He can pull up. He can pull up his shot. Let me just try to shout. I want to just start to shout and probably push him up.
Very well there. Poj, very, very conflicted choices there for a commentator. Not balanced at all. He really is very, very clear about his choices and support.
Shuta bangobyewo ngenda bangaje wagira. Come on, Mafia man.
Lotto, I'm here now. Control.
Mafia man.
It's 3 to 9. 3 to 9. You can do it. 3 to 9. You can do it.
Okay.
Rogers.
We are coming to you live through the ATS streaming platform.
This guy is dangerous player. He's one of the best
Break
players in Kenya.
and finish live
Tell me.
on Facebook and on YouTube. And I hope you guys are liking the experience. Let me catch up with some comments on Facebook as well.
Evans Okacha. So far, this tournament has built to the expectations. The biggest tournament in Africa.
I think it has, and you know what makes it even bigger is the fact that this tournament has cooked the biggest fish.
Which one?
I mean, the biggest players on the continent have been knocked out, right?
I'm telling you the truth. It's quite interesting, very massive. But the boy who knocked out Ale Joseph in Royd, the Zambian, he looks very solid, my brother. He looks very solid. Did you watch that game? I've watched it in this next game, other game. He's very solid indeed.
Yeah, I totally agree.
He's a top contender.
He actually is, yes. Kasozi of the yellows. I think that particular yellow goes. And I think Kasozi is shooting the pool of his life. He needs to leave an angle for the last yellow because he needs to actually bounce off the short trail and go behind the black ball to the bottom right corner pocket. I think very easily this could be Kasozi 5. I think it is, honestly. Comes up straight. I'm not sure it's exactly what he wanted, but he needs to pull something. Very nice try. Not enough. But I think I don't fancy him going for a center pocket shot. I think he's going to try and cut that into the bottom right corner pocket with a very, very, very sharp cut. Spice, Devian Salah, Bien Bernard, Leroy Charrier,
Alafu.
say Isaac Martik, Mwami Nyenemo. Kasozi complaining about something there, having overrun his time, meaning he not only loses time, and now Lotto there developing his balls a bit more.
Isaiah Paulo, Dominic Minor.
Probably not shooting up to par in comparison to
Dominic
his
Minor, Isaiah Paulo.
level yesterday. Goodness me. That is Joseph Kasozi for you. Amazing shot there.
Evans Okacha.
Yeah.
Do you think that was witchcraft? Really? I think that was witchcraft.
That's why they call him the sharpshooter.
Okay.
For a reason, Uganda #1. Anytime, any day, Kasozi can pull a very, very quick, fast defense into attack mode of play on any player. For sure, that is a statement of class, a statement of intention. He has made his intentions very, very clear.
1 minute referee. 1 minute.
Evans, tell me, you've watched so many games at the moment. Who are the top 5 contenders for this big money, in your opinion?
Now I'll surprise you that I cannot even pick a favorite now, because I was asking somebody yesterday if you were given, top 3 players to choose from in Uganda to attend this tournament. Anybody could have picked Caesar, anybody could have picked Ibra Kayanja, anybody could have picked Ibra Sejemba. But look at this, they're all out of the tournament. Dog City is out of the tournament. So it's really not about the history and the big names. Playing in a tournament sometimes requires a combination of a lot of things. Not only the frame of mind, but also the way, especially a foreign player, adapts to the environment. Because there's quite a bit that goes on mentally for a player, and physically also because of the travel.
Do you see a Fish winning this tournament? Is it possible? Because some people before the tournament, they saw your name registered there and they said, Evan Sokachak might take this thing.
Yeah, Ivan Sokacha and Fish in one sentence is so wrong. Actually, we are playing with Chobe.
All right.
Before the men's final.
Okay.
We have the exhibition match from the streaming
Trust me,
team.
I'll be the commentator.
Yeah, I think I'll win it, honestly. I think Mukwekwe Francis the Fish
Right.
is a Nile patch. Nile patch?
Why don't you give Francis Mukwekwe the referee and then I'll be the home commentator?
No, he needs to be in there so that we beat him. We don't play, we beat.
Oh, okay. That's back to the game.
Great. There comes Lord back into the game, fighting very hard to try and get his first frame. There's quite a lot of expectation. By the way, the venue has gone very, very silent at the moment. I think a lot of Kenyan supporters came into this with a lot of expectation. Very good try there by Lotto to get right behind that red ball. It's not an easy cut.
Good one, bro.
I think coming into this game, Kasozi has so much expectation in terms of just basically representing the Ugandans that have been knocked out of the tournament, actually. I think there's a lot of expectation there. And more importantly, this is the player that beat Caesar Chandi, Uganda's most favorite player on any day. Not just Uganda, by the way. I think Caesar might easily be the most followed pool player on the continent in terms of popularity, beyond even the game. I think no player comes close.
Ivan Sokacha, probably. There's so many players, there's so many international, so many viewers who doesn't know about where we are. This is the grain bust of Kenya. Over 80% of the grain is grown here. So, and it's in Rift Valley. It's a fantastic place. Rift Valley has got so many scenic views. The Rift Valley, the Menigaya crater, Longonot. Wow, I'm telling you people, you have to come here to believe. And those the players who walked from, who traveled from Nairobi on road, I think they must have seen a glimpse of the Rift Valley. It's a fantastic view.
I mean, Eldoret City itself is called the home of champions. So beyond just the scenery around Rift Valley, it also has a lot of champions, in terms of athletics, by the way.
The best of the best.
Yeah. Great. So Kasozi is going 6-0. What's happening in this game? This is such a stretch, by the way.
It is a massacre.
It is a massacre. I think it's payback time, is it? Goodness me.
I don't think Evans, this is not what we expected. We don't do what we expected at all. But going forward, so far so good. It's a race to 9. It's a race to 9. Remember, the first person to reach 9 will be the winner. It can never be over until it is over. So don't rule it out. Don't rule it out. It might be a surprise for everybody. It is not over until it's over.
Not over until it's over. I think a timeout has been called, so we shall take a very brief commentary break and resume once we are back with the action on this match. See you then. For now, we shall let the pictures run, enjoy the scenery, enjoy the ambience, and the sights and sounds. See you shortly.
But you had it on that table. What time? You brought it here. I don't think it was here, actually. You see that where the tea is? On the table where the tea is, that is where it is.
Welcome back to the live action of the match between Kasozi and Brian Lott's Kiptalam. Looks like a very, very serious rout. This one, it's 7-0. Who could have thought? Who could have thought? I think there will be quite some claps around here. Maybe let me get a few nuggets of wisdom. You say Kasozi is annoyed, right?
Yes, he's annoyed. They are okay, like someone being part of the team. I can tell you that there has been a lot of talking him up from the rest of the members of his team. It's like they took it personal when Brian beats his.
I almost see like he's in a revenge mode, because it's not just about playing.
Yes.
The kind of the clinical finish tells you that he's here on a mission, and it's very clear.
And the Ugandan team, let me tell you the truth, they are angry from the fuss on social media that is going around them, because I can tell you that this is the 9th tournament that I am having in Kenya with the Ugandan team in about 4, if not 5 years, and it is the worst ever performance.
Chove, I saw some comments online saying that you might be the only Ugandan left in the final, and
They
to
told me
stream
that
only.
I was told in the comment section that I will be the only Ugandan in the round of last 16 as a streamer.
That's very, very unfortunate. That's very disrespectful.
No,
Do things like those get to your head?
I don't. No, it's what makes the game. People have to enjoy it. It's banter, and without it, the game wouldn't be entertaining. It was a little bit painful, but it's okay.
That is Chobe for you. Eugene Namusende watching all the way from Kakamega, you say?
Mukuka Chisenga Lumbwe. Report table number 6.
Duriakira Leonard Akasayo, Roy Kipkowicz, Netflix Reel, say Isaac Martic, Jazzy Michael Richards.
Jamal Mabruk.
We just got to hear the kind of banter that has been ongoing in that Ugandan camp. By the way, I had a little bit of that yesterday night, just in terms of the effort that the remaining players required to make, to basically fight for the flag. And I think when you get those kind of responsibilities from your teammates, it's heavy. It's very heavy. I think whenever you see any other Ugandan play, you'll see a little bit of that. Urgency and urge to win. Obedi Kirabete Mohoza, you say, Kacha deserves a call beer. I'm not on beers today. I'm on very tough antibiotics, actually. Metloff, Kasozi Wiko. Brian Bet, you say, Esbon. Staffman. We could be staring at H1, honestly, to say the least.
Timothy Onida. Sakala.
Brian Lott has conceded. Goodness me, what is this?
Sakala.
Brian Lott has conceded. with a lot of time on the clock. What is this? Brian Lott has conceded. Oh my goodness, it ends 8-1. In a very rare turn of events, Brian Lott Kiptalam has conceded. Who could have thought about that? Goodness me. Goodness me, what an anticlimax for that one. Shobe. Brian Lott has conceded. Let me check what time was left on the clock. Is this to be expected? Is is it 8-0 8-1? It's 8-0.
It's now officially 9-0. The thing is, Brian is my boy. At a personal level, he's a good friend of mine. I do respect what he achieved in this tournament, defeating Caesar. He could go anyway. I thought he could probably take down Kasozi as well and get somewhere in the prize money. But at the end of the day, the Kasozis are having way more experience than Brian. For instance, Kasozi has beaten Caesar 4 times. So for him, having beaten Caesar will not be an issue for him. He just came after he was angry, like annoyed.
I saw that.
Yes, but good anger. It only
I mean, he channeled the anger properly on that table.
The game, and it's at the end of the day, it's okay.
Goodness me, that's very strange. I saw Brian Kiptalam give up. Let me just call the center referee, Jeff, to tell us about the time. Hey Jeff, how are you today?
I'm fine. How are you doing?
I'm very okay. Very quick game, eh?
Yes.
The second player has conceded the game by way of handshake and just walking away. How much time was left on the clock?
So far we had like 25 minutes remaining. Yes.
Out of how much time for every match?
Out of 1.5 hours in every 13 frames that is expected.
Goodness me. Thank you so much, Jeff. Great. 20 minutes left on the clock. And Brian just gave up. Congratulations, Kasozi. The game ends effectively 9-0. Kasozi proceeds to the round of 32. See you in the next one. Goodbye and good evening.